In case if nobody's told you today, you are seen and you are heard. I don't even know where to begin when it comes to describing you. I just want to compliment everything about you. From the moment we met, I remember everything. Long day. But you are safe now. This is your safe space. Do you remember all of the good times that we had together? The drives, the conversations, all those comments that we made while watching crappy movies. I do. Every single one was such a good time. I still remember everything so vividly because any memory that I have with you is printed perfectly. Nobody else comes close. I look at you in your eyes, and I swear I can see little sparkles. And every time I look, I just fall that much more in love with you. Everything about you is so cool. Even the things that you think aren't cool, in my eyes, fascinating. I just absolutely love it when you gush about something you like. Whenever I just ask you a little question and it turns into you passionately talking about whatever, I just sit there and I smile. It is the greatest thing ever. And I absolutely love it when you do the same for me. I think that my hobbies might not be that important, but you are always there to remind me that whatever I do is meaningful and it is worthwhile. And I'm so glad that we have that understanding. We support each other and it comes so naturally. I don't think other people can do it as good as us. And I'm so glad that I got to experience that for the first time with you. I will never forget it. Do you remember how sometimes, whenever we would be watching a movie or a show, or maybe just hanging out, I always thought that when it came to hanging out one-on-one, whether it's friends or with a relationship, somebody always had to be the one doing the talking. That there always had to be something that is being talked about. But I realized that is not true. Sometimes, the people you are most comfortable with are the people that you can just sit there and do nothing with. And you helped me realize that sometimes the sweetest moments that you and I have together are the ones where we don't even say anything. We're just cuddling. And then we just sit there for hours and hours. And it just makes me feel so warm. I just want to squeeze you tighter, pull you in closer. Because I don't need to say anything. I know you feel the same way. The way that you snuggle into me, the way you bury your head into my hoodie. I think that is such a beautiful thing. You gave me a lot of first experiences. And I look back on them even now with so much happiness. I just smile. I can't help it. I smile so naturally. I never thought that you could be such a powerful reason to smile. But I am so glad I did. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm so glad to be part of your life. Even in the moments where things aren't as good, I love being there for you. When you come home and it was just a bad day, whether it's because something happened that was outside of your control, or a random stranger saying something mean to you, or somebody at work, I love being there to listen to you. And I absolutely love taking your side. And you know why I always take your side? It's not because I ignore everything. It is because I know you look at things so maturely that I just respect the way that you look at things. And it amazes me every time that I just can't help but take your side because I believe you. And I'm so glad that you trust me enough to tell me about those things. I never realized how much trust you put into me, but once I did, it was like night and day. I am so honored to be the person that you text when something goes bad. And when something goes bad for me, you are the person I text first. Isn't that such a beautiful thing? Just us being here, unconditionally loving and trusting each other. Gosh, I can just keep going on and on and on, but are you asleep? Well, you are, but I'm gonna keep going anyway. When I introduced you to my friend group and to my family, I was terrified because I actually didn't tell you this. When you and I met, I was in a weird phase in my life. I was leaving old friends, figuring myself out, and I was in the process of becoming someone better. And then poof, you came into my life. And I just knew from that moment that even though I was changing for me, I got one more reason to change. And normally I don't like to think like that, because I want to do things alone. But when I saw you and the way that you carried yourself, I just knew that if anybody was going to be by my side, it had to be you. And we didn't even know our names yet. You and I didn't even exchange a single word. But I just knew. And as I kept this transition going, and when I introduced you to my new group of friends and my family, you eased so much anxiety. The way you hold my hands, the way you snuggle up to me, the way that you hug me, every worry that I ever had in that moment, gone. Nobody's ever done that. And I remember just wanting to embrace you so hard whenever you make me feel that way, because I just want you to feel a fraction of the way you make me feel. And maybe old me would have thought that you and I should have met after I finished transitioning into this better version of myself. But now that I'm here with you in this moment, I can confidently say that I wouldn't have had it or preferred it any other way. It was perfect. Being with you, everything falls into place so effortlessly. I always read about that online, in stories, but who would have thought that I would have been blessed to have experienced it. It is just amazing. That is all I can say, just amazing. You are amazing. And I just want to make sure that all your needs are met. That's why I make sure that whenever you and I are talking, I give you my attention. Because you deserve it. I put the phone away. I lower the volume. And I just give you the time of day. Because you have done so many things for me. Spoken, unspoken, behind the scenes, that I may not even have realized yet. And I just want to repay you and show you the effort that you gave me. I believe that when it comes to people and relationships or friendships, you need to meet each other halfway. And I want to go all the way for you. And then when you and I meet each other halfway, I am so happy to know that we would be willing to go even beyond for each other. I am so thankful for you. And after all of that, I still have not said I love you. So here it goes. I love you. I love you. I don't know why, but saying it this time felt a little bit different. Not nervous, just good. It felt really good. I can feel you breathing. So soothing. I just want to hug you forever. I want to one day put a ring on it. Yeah, that sounds good. Maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll put a ring on it. Hopefully, it will come just as naturally as everything else. We can laugh, we can smile, and we can just be in the moment when that happens. That sounds good. I can go on for more and more and more, but it is getting late, and I need to sleep. I guess I can sleep here tonight. I don't want to wake you up. It's a good thing I'm comfortable. Anyway, good night. I love you. See you in the morning.